Rock one sit bone to the other sit bone and just kind of massage your buttocks and then settle in. Allow your shoulders to relax. Lengthen your neck and the crown of your head, or lifts just a little bit higher. And if you like, you can close your eyes for a moment or stare at the tip of your nose. And know that everything in this practice is optional. This is your body, your practice. It is your window of time to honor you and to honor your needs for self-care. Now just bring attention to your breath. Notice, observe your breath, observe your breathing. Allow the breath to gently relax you in your shoulders. And feel the support of the chair and the ground beneath your feet. And honor your body. Be joyful of your body. And honor your breath. Be joyful of your breath. Now, you made it here to the practice, and sometimes that's the hardest part, is getting enough, willpower to just show up. So whether you do the poses or not, or just imagine you're doing them in your mind, that is fine. Let go of your plans you have for the day. Let go of any directions of what you think this should look like. Again, just honor your body for what it is today. Feel the posture of sitting tall. Feel perfectly supported. This is your body. This is your practice. Make conscious decisions and choices that fit your needs. Right. So from here, you blink open your eyes. Maybe you just blink those eyes open. And then we'll return to taking our hands to our lap if they're not already there. And spread out your fingers nice and wide, and then lift up the heels of your hands and press your fingertips into your thighs. So kind of stretching out the backs of your wrist. Now flip your palms over and point your wrist, palms facing up, down. Round your shoulders, tuck your head into your chest. Push back through your upper back. Deep breath in and out, and feel your rib cage expanding and softening as you exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now, release your hands beside you. Turn your thumbs out and just roll back those shoulders. Lift the crown of your head up. Press your feet into the ground. Tadasana pose. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. 3 of these. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to reach the arms up overhead and do 3 of these, 3 breaths with our arms in the air. Spread apart your fingers, soften your shoulders. Reach up, breathe in with your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Soften your arms all the way down. Take your hands behind you. Hold on to the back of your chair or the sides of the chair or to the seat of the chair. Roll the shoulders back. Push your chest forward. Bring your chin forward. Now, take your, oh, this looks so beautiful. Take your bottom jaw in front of your top teeth and push out. So you're stretching the front of your throat. And then take 3 breaths in. Draw down your shoulders, down your back. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. And on that third one, tuck your chin towards your chest. Take your hands to your knees. Round your spine. Suck your belly in. And tuck, tuck, tuck. Squeeze in and push out your shoulder blades. So as you're doing this, again, focus on the breath and the back side of your ribs. So breathe in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more. Breathe in. Exhale out. Lift your head up and then bring the arms out wide to a T, thumbs pointing up. Cross your right arm on the bottom. Give yourself a hug. Look up. Exhale, look down and round and separate your shoulder blades. Point your elbows to the floor in between your knees. And, just hug. Give yourself a hug. It's one thing I miss so much about this crazy time is we don't get to give and receive as many hugs. Give yourself a hug this morning. Breathe. Very good. Now release your hands down to your shins. And if it feels okay to you, drop your head towards the floor. Relax the shoulders and just reach down. Move nice and slow and lift up halfway to your half lift. And when you do that, roll the shoulders back. So the shoulders push in towards the ribs and then front of the neck stretches out. And then exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest and then reach even deeper towards the floor. See if you can touch a little bit, 5% lower than you were 2 seconds ago. All yoga is about is progress, not perfection. So we don't have to be perfect, but we do need to make some progress. And we do that by just doing things a couple times to see if we can get a little better, find a little more ease. Press your feet into the ground, slide your hands up your legs, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, re-extend all the way to the sky. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, making a little bracelet, and then lean over to the left. So lifting your right rib cage, pulling your right shoulder back. Your neck can gaze up, can gaze down, or can gaze straight forward. You take the option that works for you. And we'll come back through center. Switch your grip on your hand, so your right hand will hold your left wrist. Lift up, and then lean over. Draw back your left shoulder, and take your gaze to wherever it feels comfortable in your neck. Feel the lift in the left rib cage as you inhale, and the expansion of the rib cage as you exhale. And come back through center. Now we're going to do the same thing, but instead of holding our right wrist, take your left hand to the chair so that left shoulder drops. Now lean all the way over to the left. Maybe you can get a little bit more length this time. So inhale and exhale, lifting the right rib cage. And we'll lower the right hand down to the chair or to your lap, whichever one feels better for you. Drop your right shoulder, left arm reaches up, and reach over to the right side of your room with your left hand. Again, take your gaze to where it feels good in your neck. Reach your arms both out to a T now. Take your left elbow on the bottom and grab a hold of your shoulders again. Point your elbows out and then lean back. So you're going to arch your back, belly comes forward, and point your elbows up, look up. And then exhale, round and tuck your chin towards your chest and pull your elbows down. Inhale, lift up with the elbows. Exhale, round and point down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll hold here. Point your elbows down. Release your hands to your shins. Slide down just a little bit lower towards your ankles. Let the shoulders relax. Breathe in and out. Very nice. Slide your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders back. Push the head forward. Half lift. Flat back. Exhale, fold and empty out your breath. Inhale, big breath in and press down through the feet. Sweep your arms out, reach up. Now this time, interlace your fingers, point your index one up to the sky. We'll lean to the right. And then come back through center, lean to the left. And through center. Now toe heel your feet out wider than your chair legs. So you get a nice wide stance here. Now we're gonna take a big old circle. We're going to start going to, let's see, to 3 o'clock. So to the left, down, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So making a circle with your index finger, pressing your feet into the ground, nice and slow, stopping at each 3, 6, 9, 12. Elbows can be bent. And next time you come to 12 o'clock, pause, soften the elbows, release the hands to the knees, and lean forward. So push your chest towards the front of your room, wherever you're at. We'll take in 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, deep breath in. Exhale, lift up your chest, shoulders over hips. Take your arms back up to the sky, interlace your fingertips. And now we're going to reverse time. So you're going to point to 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And now just take your nice and slow, reversing time. If only anti-aging was this way. I don't know how far in time do we want to go back. Let's do 1 more around. Pause here at 12. Release your hands down towards your knees. Lean forward into your flat back. Bend your elbows. Push into your inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up your chest. Keep your right hand on your right leg, and we're going to reach the left arm up. When the left arm comes up, the right hand may want to slide down your shin. Let it go to where it feels comfortable for you, and then turn your chest open to the sky. So you want to lift up with that left arm. If that's too much for your hand, you can hold your shoulder, hold your hip, or behind your head. You just want to pull the shoulder back so that you can gaze in maybe a little bit of upward motion. Use that right hand to encourage your right knee to stay open. And now breathe. Doing lots of obliques and side body work today. Feel the joy of having a good, strong core. All right, come back through center. Release the left hand to your left leg. Slide your left hand down just a bit and then take the option that feels good to you with your right hand, hip, shoulder, behind the head, or extended over your head, whichever one works for you. Sometimes I like my head supported, and because it actually makes me feel a deeper stretch right here in my pectoral muscle. So you might not like that like I do, so you can choose. Just breathe for a second or two. Again, feel that left inner thigh stretch. What is it doing on that side? All right, gently rise up, release your right hand to your right knee. Now we're going to take a bit of a twist. Take your left hand to your right leg, draw your left shoulder forward, take your right hand to the back of the chair. Now immediately what just happened was my left knee wanted to go down. See if you can keep the left knee pointing the same way it was. So you're not taking too big of a stretch yet. Just look over here to the right side of the room. And come back through center, and now we'll hold the right knee nice and stable. Take the right hand to the left leg, left hand to the back of the chair, and look to the left side of the room. Feel this nice twist in your spine. And now come back through center. Now we're going to do the little bit of twist. So your left knee now is going to turn towards the right, and just drop that knee down, and then we'll switch. Just bending the knee towards the floor in front of you, in front of your chair. And I'm up on, I know you can't see this, but I'm up on my tippy toes for these. So you're switching, your toes or your heels are lifted. And if that doesn't feel good, you can do it all, you can do it on your, it'll be harder, but you can do it on your feet flat. So we're just kind of spinning around like a child that can't sit still in their chair. Windshield wiper is what they call this. Windshield wipering the knees side to side. Very good. We'll just do a couple more. Probably doesn't help if you don't have a chair that lets you kind of slide. All right, come back through center. Now, again, readjust the feet so we want the toes pointing out away from your hips. Nice wide stance. Maybe you go a little wider than you did just a minute ago. And now we're going to sit as tall as we can be. Add in our goddess arm. So bend the elbows, cactus. Lift your head up so the head comes between the shoulders. And now we're going to take a twist. Left elbow forward, right elbow goes back. And now move your body, keeping your legs and your feet planted, turning from side to side. If you want to try a little bit more fiery breath, you can try to breathe just in and out of your nose. It makes that audible sound. Should be warm enough after doing these. 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Hands to your knees. Lean forward, catch your breath. In and out of your nose. All right, nice and slow, lift your head up. Straighten out your right leg beside you. Keep your left knee bent. Reach your right arm up and slide your left hand down your shin. See, this is going to make the whole right side of your body nice and long. You can take your right hand, bring it above your head so that your right ear and bicep are near one another. Also, other options to hold the back of your head. Left hand again can hold the shin, or other option is to put your wrist up against the inside of your left knee. That will help increase the body, the torso part of your body, turn just a bit. Now see if you can press all 5 right toes into the ground. So extending out the right leg. Big breath in and out. Gorgeous. Now, right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Ooh, reach all the way over your head or hold the back of your head for peaceful reversed warrior. And now take that left arm, reach it to the right and make a circle in the air, and then gaze back up and then bring it over your head and get a little deeper. One more time, big circle in the air. Re-extend the left bicep over your left ear. Then lower your left hand to your left knee. Slide in your right knee. Lean forward, reset. Then your elbows point your head forward, push out through your inner thighs. Breathe in and out of your nose. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Lift up your chest. Straighten out your left leg. Right knee stays bent. Press your left toes into the ground. Then we'll reach out the right arm. Bring it over your head, reverse it. Keep breathing. Feel that lovely stretch. Then nice and slow, bring the right hand to right knee. Left arm reaches up and over. And you're using that right arm to kind of, again, encourage your torso to, instead of going down to the floor, lifting up. And now we're going to draw a circle. Reach over all the way up. One more. Now take the left hand to your left leg, right arm up and over. Gently return your right hand back to your right knee, slide in your left knee, lean forward. Push out through your tailbone. Lengthen your head and stretch out your neck. Well, you can't lengthen your head, lengthen your neck. Telescope it out. Now we're gonna take the left hand to our right knee and hold on. So you're just kind of leaning in this direction. Now we'll switch sides. Take both hands to your left knee. And now right hand to right knee. Now reach down or hold on to your lower shins, your calves maybe. And see if you can get just a little bit deeper stretch in your low back. Deep breath in and out. Trying to find the perfect moment where you just feel the stretch and the release. All right, gently slide your hands up your legs. We're going to toe heel our feet in so they come back in front of us. Lift your right knee up once the left foot gets planted. Roll back your shoulders and then kick out your right knee. Do a couple kicks, warming up the knee. And then we'll lower the right leg. Let's extend the left leg, lift up the left foot, give it a couple kicks. And now we're going to lower the left foot. Walk your feet forward and then point your toes up. So as if you're just on your heels here. So heels up, sit towards the edge of your chair, and pull your feet back towards your hips. Now we're going to add in our arms. So I want you to take your hands, spread them out, like you're saying stop. Don't fall out of your chair. I'm a little slidey here today. And we're going to push forward like we're in a downward facing dog, but we're in the chair. So your arms are like, imagine your hands being on the floor, on the wall. You would push out. So shoulder blades push apart. Now look down in between your knees. Suck your belly in some. Now bend the elbows towards your rib, bend the elbows and bring them back and push your head forward. Now straighten the elbows and push away. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, push your hands forward. Inhale, exhale. Legs should be engaged here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Oh, lower your hands down. Press your toes into the ground. Now we're going to take a nice slow forward fold. So think about moving right here at your waistline. So I want that to hinge forward first. So once you get, okay, there's where you are. That's as far as you're going to hinge. Then take your hands down and round the back. So we want to hinge at the right waist crease and then take the hands to wherever that feels comfortable to you. Very good. Now slide your hands gently up your legs. Lean to the back of your chair and hold onto the sides of it. Roll your shoulders back. So maybe you have to tuck your shoulders behind your torso. And then we're going to extend the right leg as long as it'll go. So point out like you're a ballerina, point your right toes. And then we're going to lift it up and lower it. So lift and lower. It doesn't, you can touch the ground if you like, or you can let it hover, but just kind of lengthening out the right leg as far as it'll go. You've got these little pretty ballerina feet. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Lower the right foot down. Whew. Let's try the left side. Left leg, point your left toes, raise it off the ground, lift. See if you can go higher each time. Where is your edge? Doesn't have to be as much as mine. It doesn't have to be as much as anybody, but your edge is your edge. Where it feels like you're working and not causing any harm. Practice ahimsa in yoga, not causing harm. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Lower the left leg. I hope y'all felt that because I sure did. Bend your knees and slide your heels in. And since our hands are already on the chair, you may have to widen your stance here like I am. And we're going to try to lift our pelvis, our hips off the ground. So use your hands, press down. This is going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think of this as a little bridge pose or back bending pose. When you're ready, take it down and sit tall and roll up your wrist. Very good. Well, now we're going to make it, taking our time, grab a sip of water, and make your way to behind your, actually to the right side of your chair today. Come on to the right side. And we'll do some standing balance poses. All right. Ooh, I'm so shiny today. There's lots of light coming in. So, as we always do, when we come into our standing postures, we want you to find your feet. Maybe if you're not wearing tennis shoes, or even if you're doing socks, you can still do this. Lift your toes off the ground and spread your toes out. So make little monkey feet. And then take some time to just find your center of gravity, maybe leaning forward into your toes and then leaning back into your heels. Just like gentle rock. Very good. And now find stillness. Shoulders back, heads up. Turn your thumbs out away from your hips. Spread apart all 10 fingers. Feel the energy rising up from your feet, from your legs to your hips, up your spine to your head. Now we're going to put weight into the left leg because that's the one closest to the chair if you're on the right side. And we're going to lift up the right knee. Flex your right foot that's in the air. Imagine you're stepping on something. Okay, so here's your options. You can stay here or you can make prayer hands. All we're doing is just trying to find something to balance. We're trying to balance. So find something to stare at that's not moving. So if you look at me on your screen, I'm moving. Look down or look up or look somewhere where it's like something's not moving. All right. From here, we're going to come into OMG. Take your right knee behind you, behind the left foot, and push your toenails into the ground behind you. If that hurts the tops of your feet, then just tuck your toes under. It doesn't matter. I like to stretch the top of my feet, so I choose to tuck my toe, to put my toenails on the ground. Left hand can hold the chair. Right hand can hold the right hip, or you can take it up over your body, taking the huge side body stretch, leaning to the left side of the room. Nice big breath in and out. Right, as we come out of this, bring your right knee back up to that standing leg raise. Take your right knee, cross it over your left, touch down your right toes to the outside of your left toes, left feet. Drop your hips, but coming into eagle pose, which kind of hugs everything in. You want to think about you're hugging in from your skin, your muscles to your bone, everything's drawing in. Now drop the hips just a little bit more until you really feel it, like I really feel it on my left side. Now we're going to re-extend the right arm up and over, keeping the knees bent, hips working nice and hard. And as we come out of this, we're going to come into a falling star pose. So lift up the right knee, kick it out, right hand reaches out. So here's option A. Option B is to take the left hand to the seat of the chair, reach out through the right hands up to the sky. The right foot is pushing towards the right side of the room. Flex the foot. This is half moon. And when you're ready, we take it down, bring your knees together, and then stand tall, reach up through the arms. Ha, ta-da. Hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Find your balance, your inner balance. Press palm into palm. This lowers your blood pressure as you press palm into palm, so it kind of resets things. There is a reason we do these things. All right, blink your eyes open. And then we'll walk to the other side of the chair. So move your chair over, or if you got plenty of room, just walk around to the left side. So now our right leg is going to remain still. And instead of rocking forward and back like we did on the right side, I want you to kind of rock a little side to side. So moving your hips, and see if you can keep your feet firmly planted, but just rock your hips. It's almost as if you're on a boat. All right, next time you lean into that right leg, pause there. So the right leg feels stable, left leg feels light, and lift up your left foot. Knee comes up, so you can work on trying to get the knee and the hip in line. Flex your left foot on the ground, roll your shoulders back. Breathe in and out. Option is to add on the balance, bringing palms together. Check in with your breathing. Is it smooth? Are you breathing too fast? Are you holding your breath? All right, now this left foot's going to go behind your right foot, either toes tucked under or toenails on the ground. We'll take our right hand back to the seat, the top of the chair. An option is to reach the left arm over your head as you push your left hip away from the right side, away from the chair. Breathe into the left lungs. Your left side of your lungs is a little bit smaller than your right because your heart is there. So feel your heart bursting with joy and love from this lovely stretch. Nice. Now we're going to lower the left hand, lift up the left knee, cross it over for eagle legs, touch down your big toe, your left big toe, and then find a little bit of a squat. Sink down the hips, knees hug in. This might be all you need. Option is to left arm reaches back over your head for another stretch. Option is to hold on to the chair with your right hand, extend your left arm out and kick out through the left leg. Another option is take your right hand to the seat of the chair and come into a half moon pose. Push out through your left heel. And if you feel like you're stable, look up towards your left palm. And as slow, as gracefully as you can, lower your arm and your leg, step your feet together. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands come to prayer and pause. Press palm into palm. Sink into the floor through your feet. Very good. All right, now we're going to move to behind the chair and come into our downward facing dog. So turn yourself so that you can have your hands on the top of the chair. Walk back your feet. Stretch out your arms and legs and adjust as needed today. So soften the knees, don't lock them out. Elbows are soft too. Stretch your sides of your body by moving your hips from one side to the other side, just kind of wagging your tail. And look down. See if you can look under your chair. Now, as you look down, we're going to lift up, keep looking down. Then once you get your head up, look forward. Then step your right foot to the chair. Bend into your right knee. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So bend into the right knee, then straighten it because I want you to have the bent so you can feel it in the left calf and then straighten that right leg. Encourage your left hip to come more forward so the right hip comes behind you. It's easy to do that by the twist. So if you just take the right hand behind you, you'll feel that. The right hip slides back and you'll feel the back left Achilles and calf kind of firing off. Where's your breath? Keep breathing. Beautiful. Now, take the right hand back to the chair, bend into your right knee, float up the left leg, Bend the left knee if it feels okay in your knee. Re-extend it. Bend the right knee, touch down the left foot. Straighten both legs. Inhale, arms to the sky, both arms up above you. And again, encourage the left hip to come forward. And then we're gonna lean, put your forearms on the chair, lean into it so you feel the stretch in your right calf. Right hamstrings. Nice big breath in and out. All right. When you're ready, return your hands back to the top of the chair, bend into your right knee, and we'll step back to that downward facing dog. Take a second to wag your tail and move around, bend the knees, whatever you need to adjust to feel stable, or maybe being still is what you need. Sometimes stillness actually works pretty well. Catch your breath. And now look under your chair. And then lift up your chest. Step your left foot forward. Bend into your left knee. Pyramid pose here. So left toes are pointing under the chair. And now we'll adjust our feet so that we feel like we're shooting towards the back of the chair. Head's lifted. Right hand's going to remain on the top of the chair. Reach back your left arm for the twist. As you do that, your right hip's going to come forward. Feel it in your right Achilles. Now take your left hand back to the seat of the chair or to the top of the chair, and then we'll lean into it. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't lean into it yet. Bend into your left knee. I want you to float the right leg off the ground. And now touch back down. Take your torso forward, so you're moving at the waistline. You're moving your chest forward. And then hold on to the top of your chair with your forearms. Push back through the right heel. Deep breaths. These are big old muscles that we're stretching out. When you're ready, bring your hands back to the chair. Grip the top of the chair seat. Push back. And downward facing dog. Again, either move or find stillness, whatever your body is craving. All right, gently rise up. We're going to come into our high plank. Lift your heels, bring your hips forward, lift your head up, extend your neck nice and long. Hold on to those tippy toes. Exhale, push the hips back and lower the heels down. We're going to do this 2 more times, so adjust as needed. Inhale will lift you up and rise up onto your toes. Head lifts, hips forward, engage your belly. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Here we go, last one. Inhale, rise up, high plank. Now we're going to, instead of going back into down dog, walk forward to the top of, just behind your chair. Tiptoe forward, squeeze your inner thighs, lower your heels, find your thunderbolt. See if you can lift and spread your toes, putting weight into your heels. option here to come into prayer hands to practice a little balance, or you can keep your hands on the chair. All right, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten your legs and reach the arms to the sky. Big V up overhead. Exhale the arms down, and maybe you want to interlace or hold your low back so you can, put your hands around your low back, or you can interlace. Think about pulling the shoulders back and pushing the hips forward. If you feel bone on bone, please refrain from doing this. Pull your hips forward, suck your belly in. It'll make your glutes tighten up, and that's a good thing. We're protecting the back. Lift your head, open your heart. Very nice. One more breath in. Exhale out. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And if your chair's real tall, this may not work for you. You might spin the chair around. We're just going to drape ourselves forward. So take your hands to the seat of the chair, and you can fold this way. Or if that's not enough, turn the chair around and fold this way. My tall people, it probably works fine. Short people might have to come to the seat of the chair. And if it feels good, you can actually, if you're on the seat of the chair, you can actually put your head on the chair and relax. You can take other option is to take your hands down to the floor or hold to the legs of the chair. So again, this is a forward fold. We're trying to stretch out the backs of our legs. The one thing you don't want to do is come up fast. You also don't want to come up with your knees straight. So when you come out of this, I want you to be mindful of how you come out. You'll start by bending the knees, right? Hands support the upper body, so press your hands into the chair. Keep your chin tucked in and lift up your torso. Once you get your torso up, unroll the neck and let the head come up last. Now we'll make our way back to the chair. If you ever feel dizzy coming up after those forward folds, again, press palm into palm will help regulate your blood pressure. So it's just kind of smushing, like making a crisscross with your fingers. Good. Let's do our hips real quick. Lift your right knee up and spin it around in a circle. And then move it in the other direction. And then we'll place the right ankle on top of the left knee or cross at the ankles. So if you're up here, you're making a figure four. Make sure that your spine is not hunched over in any way, but you're sitting nice and tall. The left foot is firmly on the ground. And then we're going to move the shoulders forward. Spine stays straight and just lean into it. You can even tap your right foot to flex it. When you flex the foot, it engages the knee and will help protect those muscles. So I'm always looking to protect our joints. As you lean into it, find your edge, your first edge. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. All right, gently start to move and lean back, bringing your shoulders back over your hips. Take your left hand to your right knee and twist to the right. Right hand can hold your hip, it can hold the back of the chair, and your neck can look forward or over your right shoulder. We'll come back through center. Take that right leg, give it a couple kicks out, maybe move the right ankle. And then lower the right foot back to the ground. Readjust your sit, so sit tall. Lift up your left knee, spin it around in some giant circles. Send it in the other direction for the circles. And then we'll come back to placing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Again, if it's not comfortable, cross at the right on top of the right ankle. Flex your left foot. And if this knee wants to pop up way up here, that's okay. Just let it do it, but you're encouraging it to go towards the ground. Sit tall, and then move at your waist. Move your shoulders over your shins. See if you can keep your spine straight. Close your eyes and breathe. Nice and slow, begin to lift your shoulders back over your hips. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand to the chair or to your hip, and turn your torso towards the left side of the room. Lift your head so the spine doesn't collapse in, making the twist so much sweeter. Very slowly turn back through center. Kick out your left leg. Move your left ankle. And lower the left foot to the ground. If you're moving on to the floor or to a couch or anything nearby for Shavasana, go ahead and get there. And if you're going to stay in your chair, maybe just make yourself as comfortable as possible. So find some way that feels good for you, just to close your eyes and meditate. If you're not comfortable, you'll find yourself fidgeting quite a bit. So try to make yourself comfortable so you cannot worry about any sort of aches and pains. I invite you to breathe in and out in a way that feels natural and comfortable for you. Just find these moments of quiet time to find a real inner connection with your body. Bring awareness to any sensations flowing through your body. Notice the emotional energy flowing through your body as well. Try listening to the sound of your own breath. Cultivating a beautiful, full, authentic breath. Inhale completely for you. Open mouth, exhale, and let something go. Allow your body to surrender into this space and continue to just breathe in and out. Repeat this mantra. Today, I choose joy. I choose to be aware of joy around me, and I choose to let go of judgments. I choose to live each moment knowing that I am enough. And today I hold myself and know deeply that my capacity to love others and for others to love me is a direct connection for my capacity to love myself. Gently start to invite movement and awareness back into your body. Perhaps by wiggling your fingers or your toes or circling your ankles or bringing movement in your neck. Explore by maybe interlacing your fingers, stretching your arms above your head, pointing your toes away from you. And then when you're ready, turn to, if you're on the floor or on the couch, turn to one side and make your way back up to an easy seated shape with the rest of us. We'll finish out our practice with our hands pressing into one another, signifying balance. We bow our head to acknowledge each other. It is an honor and a pleasure to practice with you this morning. May each of you be happy and healthy, and may you find joy in everything you do. Namaste.